Yo, big up, my people, big up. Welcome back to the Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, and another video. And today we have the UCL preview. Now you might not recognize. You might think where are Liverpool, where are Chelsea? These guys are normally here. They're not here today. They couldn't make the cut. You know, for some it's Thursday nights. For others, they ain't even in the competition. We don't know what's going on over there. But all we know is that I'm sitting comfy. This badge right there, it sees Champions League now on a weekly basis. And today of all days, listen, I got a crazy panel today. It's going to get techie, yeah? A couple man are outnumbered, but khalas, we'll see. Inshallah, it doesn't go the way I think it's going to go, where, you know what I mean, people start throwing punches over the screen and that, but we'll see what happens anyway. Listen, firstly, let me start by getting my panel out. So I'm going to start up with a Debbie chart to the channel. I've been waiting to get this guy on, yeah? Listen, if you know him, you know he's a mad personality, bro, coming straight from New York. Yeah, hey. Don't even test the accent because I'm still trying to get it up to speed. Yeah, at the moment, apparently I'm saying the O with too much emphasis. Anyway, we move on. I wanna introduce my broski Omar to the channel, Football Fanatics, man. Hey, what you say, my broski?
What's going on? Yo, Football Corner, thank you so much for having me. Oh, we about to get lit today. It's about to be a handicap match. 3 Arsenal men, 7,000 Arsenal men looking like it. 1 United fan, but it's all good. We used to the heat. It's all good. Bring them all out, man. Bring the cavalry. It was good though. But yo, whoever's in here, like, subscribe. Please show us love in the comments. Make sure y'all tune in. It's a great group of people right now, and we about to eat. Literally, it's a bunch of food, you know, because I'm used to eating Arsenal fans and things, so it's calm anyways.
Come on, look at Staffy, man. He's here,
Staffy's
bro.
in here.
Big up to Staffy, man. Big up
my boy Staffy TV. Make sure y'all subscribe over there as well, please.
Subscribe to Staffy TV, man. Some of the best content we've seen, man.
My boy hit us with the year.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get on. Let me introduce my Arsenal brothers, yeah? My Arsenal brothers. I only introduced you because it's your debut to the channel. And you know what? Khalas, I'll allow it, right?
Here come the cheerleaders.
Let me bring on my brothers, yeah? My brothers from Arsenal, red and white. One of them is wearing yellow, yeah? If you know about that kit, you know. Let's bring on my brother Kulle. Let him do his intro, man, because he introduces himself, bro. He don't need me to introduce him. Let him go, man. Let him run.
Oh yeah, now my people, it's your guy, the Niger Englishman, the dark-skinned man from the motherland. If you didn't know before, now tonight you go understand. Smash the like button, people. Welcome to today's show. And ask my man upstairs saying, how's page 2? How's page 2 look like, bro? You know them ones where bro, to see his team, we have to click full table, brother. I can't. You know, I can never see the preview. I'm like,
I'm still on page 1. Trust.
Are you sure?
Yeah, top 10.
You're 10th. You're hanging on to that 10.
Right on,
bro. Hang on for dear life, bro. Because we're looking for you.
Talk soon.
That's crazy. Listen,
that's
man.
crazy.
It's crazy how low Man United have stooped, man. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. Sometimes greatness has to come to an end. You know,
bro,
listen, one great man once said all eras must come to an end, and you know what I mean. One era has
hilarious. That was our consistency.
It's crazy.
No.
It's okay. No. In the last 10 years, I've only finished 8th twice. You know what I mean? Other than that, I'm top half of the table, bros. And even when I'm 8th, I'm top half of the table.
The last 10 years, you play Champions League?
It doesn't matter, bro.
Oh, I forgot. Well, but introduce the panel.
Listen, we're going to get into this, man. Listen, I'm going to invite my other broski. You've seen him before on the channel. You will see him again. My brother, Rashid. Rashid, how you doing, my broski?
How you doing, everyone? Just to answer that question, yes, we've been playing in Champions League over the last 10 years, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Yeah,
There we
it's not
go.
as it's not as banterish. It's not as banterish as some would like to say.
Bro, why are you even answering him, bro? He's too loud for where he is in the Premier League. He's way too, bro. Hey, Sad, put him below me, bro. Why is he above me? This guy's a.
I'm a guest.
Hey, nah, put him below my hair, better.
It's all good. Rashid look good. I'll sit next to Rashid.
I've dunked on his team already, bro.
You got next to me, yeah?
Yo, Rashid, you look good, brother. You look good. I'll take Rashid Wallace any day.
But hold on, because listen. Invite the final fan to come onto the channel today. Listen, Arsenalist, he couldn't come on because his connection was moving brazy. But khalas, we move. Let me bring on a Real Madrid fan. The first time on the channel. Listen, he's very level-headed, yeah. But I low-key dunked on him before we started the stream. So let me get him up because I know he wants to roast me. Sam, what are you saying about broski?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Just by the way, so the chat knows, this man didn't dunk on me one thing. The only way this guy could dunk on me is by kicking us all out so he could start this video and roasting my team. Oh yeah, Sad. Let me just remind you, Akhi. Yeah, you beat me in that game, but did you win the Champions League? Did you win it?
Never.
But I still beat the best team, though. I still beat the best team.
Sad, stop. There's more important things in front of us. Don't forget that this is not a battle we need to be involved in, Sad.
You know what? I can't lie. Why? But hold on. Why is Rashid at the bottom row? What's going on here?
Yeah,
what's going on here?
Better.
You know what I mean? Bro,
This week.
Yo, change the name of the show to the Bias Corner. The Bias Corner.
We're 3-point collectors, yeah.
You want to got
Put your hand up if you got 3 points. Put your hand up if you got 3 points this weekend.
Look at the next man celebrating. Next man is celebrating.
Wait, hold on, Omar. Are you gonna disrespect Girona now? They would beat you. Remember that?
Bro, they lost to Crystal Palace at home and he's talking. Don't let him raise his voice.
Honest question. Y'all watch La Liga? Honest question. Y'all watch La Liga?
Yes.
That league is dead, bro. Nobody watches that shit.
Anyway. No, I'll be honest. I don't watch La Liga, but I watch all Real and Barcelona games.
Yeah, because they come in the Champions League. That's the only games you watch in the Champions League.
Oh, see, but that means he watched the Real Madrid Girona.
Bro, wait, do you know what? We're giving the worst team on the panel too much time, so let's not do that, bro. Man United, you lot are washed now, bro.
Listen, we're gonna get into the games. We're gonna get into games. There's the games to discuss that are gonna be happening. But I want to start off because there is more than one in here. Yeah, I want to start off with the Arsenal game because there's hella news that's coming out. I'm seeing training pictures. I'm seeing Party getting slapped on the back of the head. Listen, I'm licking my lips right now, man. The fixtures are looking juicy for me, innit?
Hey, yo.
All I'm saying, pause. But all I'm saying is,
man said the fixtures. There's no pause in fixtures, man. Do your thing, bro. Lick them lips for the fixtures.
It's looking juicy for me.
Oh. No,
the fixtures.
Yeah, but put two and two together.
Broski, Wallah is reaching. Wallah, you know what? I couldn't on that one. He
was, bro.
Listen, we're playing Lens.
It's not reaching for 3 points, though.
Hey, you know what? Kunle is onto him today. It's crazy.
It's all good. Yo,
so Warzone, but
cover the 3 points that y'all gonna try to that Lens. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, what did you even just say just now? What did you even say?
No, I'm saying let's cover the three great points y'all gonna take against Lens. Oh, can't wait to see Trossard versus who's the guy? Who's the guy? The African guy they signed this season. What's the man they signed? They broke a record on some guy for 14 million.
I actually don't even know.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you see, they signed somebody for 14 million. 14 million was the club record.
The forward,
exactly. Yeah. Wahi, there you go for 14 million.
Yeah, but he's French.
Sad. Don't stop letting this joker take over this show, bro. This is the Arsenal segment.
I'm just saying, let's get into the juicy thing.
No. This isn't the juicy. Yeah, the juicy fixture is at the end. You know, you keep the juicy fixture until the end, man. You have to start off with the
Madrid 1-0. Chelsea actually went 1-0 up.
No.
Mudryk finally
He
scored.
saw Kai in the weekend and thought,
Yeah, he thought, I've got to step up now.
yeah.
This guy's a fraud. Anyway, listen, let's get into it. Listen, I'm gonna go to Kunle first, and I just want you to speak about the fixture. Let me know what are your thoughts on Lens, man. We're going away, first away trip in the Champions League. Could get techie.
Bro, I ain't looking for anything techie. We gotta pack them, bro. Who the heck are Lens, bro? I ain't seen him in no Lens, bro. Bun Lens. Bro, we need to dunk on their head top. If I don't see some squad rotation for that game, no disrespect to Lens, but if we can't be putting away teams like Lens, like what are we doing in the Champions League? Because let's be fair, if you're asking me where I want my strongest 11 this week, that's at the Emirates for City. So if that means we got to rest a couple of man, then we got to rest a couple of man. I don't want to see Bukayo anywhere near that game. I'm not gonna lie to you. The guy is like working like a slave. Literally, I don't know what's wrong with our manager. Every game, every minute he must play. We went 2-0 up. I say take him off then. 3-0 up. He was still contemplating when to take him off. Like, what's going on, my brother? You know what I'm saying?
That was crazy.
2-0 Chelsea. Wow. I told 2-0.
I predicted that 2-0, but anyway.
That's crazy.
Wow. Wow. Sorry.
How they looking better than us?
Starting to click.
I agree. I that's crazy that they're looking better than Man United. That's crazy. Anyway, listen,
Boza as well.
I said it first, I said it. So it ain't that funny when I say it, right?
Yeah, I know, but when I said it, I had a different type of vim to it. You know what I mean? Wallahi, I had a different vim. If you said to us, if I was in your position, you said it, I'll be hurt, bro. If I said it and then you said it straight after, I'll be hurt. Wallah.
Abdullah Michelle Fowler, bro. We'll be back.
But listen, anyway, I completely agree, bro. I think Lens is a Europa League team, bro. If I'm being honest, Lens is a Europa League team. We should not be struggling against a team, a Europa League team, man. I expect us to field more serious teams against Sevilla, even though they're technically a Europa League team because they always dominate that competition and win it. But I expect us to at least go in there with a bit of a changed up squad. I expect some strong players and then majority of them to be the lesser players, you know, the Jorginhos. Tom Yasu can get a start. Maybe Kivio can get a start. We ain't seen him for a minute. So yeah, no, I completely agree with you. Rashid, what are your thoughts, man, on that game, man?
Yeah, I agree. I don't want to see Bukayo. There's no need for him to be playing that match.
Got to.
And finally, I would like to see Reece Nelson. It's been said time and time again that he should be the one that's cover for Bukayo Saka. But if you notice, every time he comes on, he occupies the left side. So let's see him start on the right. Let's see Bukayo. Bukayo shouldn't even get on the plane. He just plane, train, whatever they're going to use to get there.
Facts.
He should not be on that trip. So really, I want to see a bit of what we're actually seeing from Chelsea this first half. Ruthlessness from Arsenal again.
Just like how we don't talk us and Chelsea in the same sentence.
No, just ruthlessness, yeah. Because the reality is that we need to be trying to get these 12 points as quickly as possible. And Lons, in terms of their quality, we should be looking at them and collecting 3 points again. Just no nonsense. Get in, get the points, get out. No injuries. Some good playing time for players like Smith Rowe.
Tomorrow.
If Partey can get 20, 30 minutes, great.
He definitely needs that.
Just be careful. Just be careful of players such as Rice, because you know in the press conference before the Bournemouth game, they're talking about 8 players not being available.
I don't think Rice should even touch the pitch. I think it should be Jorginho and Fabio Vieira in that play.
You know what? For the level that Lons is at, because Lons, if you look at their form, they're a bit, you know, they've got two losses. They got the draw against Sevilla in match day 1 of the Champions League, and then they've won their last 2 league matches. So they're a bit, you know, 50-50. But I don't think that they've come up against a team of our quality. They beat Patrick Vieira Strasbourg on Friday, 1-0. That's why he got the goal, by the way, yeah. But I just think you're right. We can dispense with them without having to put out an absolutely strong 11. If possible, sorry, there's one last thing. Possible that we might be able to see even a youngster get maybe 20 minutes if it's really comfortable around the 70-minute mark. Possible.
You know, I think as well, yeah, you have to look at in regards to that team. I think at some point you have to kind of prioritize the games. And I can't lie, listen, Man City is a massive fixture that's coming up. So we have to kind of prioritize what game is important. Like realistically in the Champions League, I see us beating them at home when they come to us. Lens, we're gonna beat PSV away. Could be interesting, but I feel like if we put our full strength team into that game, I feel like we win that. So there's definitely there's definitely areas where we can put in our full strength team, and there's areas where we don't need to field such a strong team. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I completely agree with both Kunle and Rashid on what they're saying regarding this game. But listen, I do not want this stream to last forever. So we are going to get through these games rapid fire. But I think the next game that we need to talk about, listen, Kunle is definitely going to have some stuff to say about it. I am definitely going to have some stuff to say about this game because it's a very interesting fixture where you could see stars such as Wilfred Zaha, yeah, Icardi, you know. Yeah, you seeing big names, bro. Big names in the Champions League, man. I'm talking about big names. Yeah, Lucas Torreira. Yeah, making an appearance finally. Yeah, we see him. We see him what he's been doing, bro. Yeah, Davison Sanchez, the brand new signing. Yeah, the elite centre back that he is. The elite centre back that he is.
Yeah, Davison Sanchez.
Bro, he's
why you been saying you're not scared, bro?
Ooh, Halloween game early,
bro.
He's probably just saying the same thing about Anderson at Crystal Palace on the weekend, but he hammered one in top bins, bro.
That goal was offside, but it was all good.
Hey, before we go in, let me actually let Omar talk about the game and what you're feeling about the game. Let me know, because listen, let's face it, you did lose on the weekend. So going into this game, and there was some breaking news that came out today about Lisandro Martinez, where he's now going in for surgery. He's going to be out for loads of time now, man.
Is it more than 3 months?
He's going in for surgery. So,
right,
what's going to happen? God knows.
It's something about that duo, right? Y'all on the same boat with Timber and Al Martinez. I know it sucks.
It's Ajax thing.
Yeah, it's an Ajax thing. I was thinking about. I was like, yo, how they both play with each other. Ajax came back. I mean, listen,
Anthony as well.
No, but Anthony's back. He's actually included in the squad tomorrow, so that's good news.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's good news. That's good news.
You lot will be cooking now, man. Andy's sensational.
Yeah, he's definitely better than Kai Havertz.
That's sarcasm, unbelievable.
He's definitely better than Kai Havertz.
That's sarcasm, unbelievable.
How many goals he got this season? How many goals Anthony got this season?
Less available than Kai Havertz.
He wasn't even
Zero.
Yeah, I don't think he scored.
The best ability is availability. Someone told me.
Listen, man, you know how females move. They out here moving crazy, so you just getting the water cleared up. So
let's leave that one.
Wow. Yeah, we'll just put that to the side for now.
Oh wow.
None of us have our lawyers here. Let's leave that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, So
allegedly, just say allegedly after everything.
Yeah.
Anyway,
he's back. We don't want to get Sad cancelled.
Nah, sad one. We didn't say nothing wrong. We didn't say nothing wrong. I'm just saying it's just how the sports industry. We've seen it with a lot of fellow players who go through it, and that's just something mentally. If you did it or not, if you did it, that's something you got to deal with. If you didn't do it, it's not something a human should be going through mentally. You get what I'm saying? Because you have status and money. But regardless of the situation, it's obviously we in the shits. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those situations you can't really be mad at what's going on. It's a lot going on. It's a lot looming around the club. It's every day some new bullshit, new injury. And I don't want to say we're the only club that's going through that. Terrible calls going our way. But that's the game of football, and you got to adjust to what's coming at you. And tomorrow, at least, we have refreshing news of another winger, you could say, granted, he's not the best winger, but squad depth is squad depth, right? 100 million is 100 million. So I'll take it. And we're at home, so that's even better for me. News for me. I think we are playing Galatasaray at home, right? It's not like I'm going to Turkey. If we went to Turkey, it would have been a different outcome.
Yeah.
But I think Wilfried Zaha tomorrow, he has Diego Dalot. So Diego Dalot is not as a, and then but the other side, you're gonna probably have Sufyan versus Ziyech. So that's they know each other over there, and then so I'm not really too scared about them. I'm really not too scared. Lucas Pereira's washed. He was washed since he was playing for y'all.
Yeah, let's relax.
So that we could all agree.
He's gonna come in.
Y'all could all agree he was washed ever since he had a good run of 8 games with y'all, and then after that, it just went downhill. So
he's gonna come in. Yeah, this guy gonna turn into
stop.
He's gonna turn into Patrick Vieira, reincarnated.
Bro, stop. Y'all was so happy I got rid of him.
Quick little performance. Don't worry.
I love fans like Oski, brother. Oski, right? Can I call you Oski?
Yeah, you said it well.
Cool.
I appreciate you.
All right, bro. I love fans like him, like, because no matter what, the chest never disappears from there. He's never got a vasectomy. He's always big chest, all out, ready for warfare.
You can't.
He's
trying to make when dudes come into a room looking like this. What do you call it? you gonna look at him like, yo, get out of here, bro. Keep walking. That's the same energy. If it was away, my energy would be different. Granted, Crystal Palace at home. I cut you off, Kunde, did anybody watch the Crystal Palace game?
I watched parts of it. I didn't watch the full thing.
Anybody here?
Look, I watched the game.
Bro, that's pure. That's when football becomes football, and just luck does not come your way no matter what you do. And that was
so you reckon you lost the game because of luck on Saturday, not because you're a bad team?
We should have finished, bro. Our expected goals. I hate to be.
Bro, don't do that XG. Don't do it. Don't do XG with me.
Let me come on. I said, yo, I hate to bring that stat up, but the expected goals this game was high.
You brought it up anyway.
But let me the expected goals this game was actually higher than the game on Wednesday. So that showed you. On Wednesday we won 3-0.
Right. This is the thing, yeah. Sorry, let me not interrupt.
No, go ahead. I'm not a biased dude. At the end of the day,
but this is the thing, yeah. Oski, you cannot tell me face to face on this stream that you're not worried about Galatasaray. I don't believe you, my brother. I don't believe you. Bro, you've lost 3-4 games in the Premier League already this season. Yeah. Like, do you have the Champions League game you lost? Or true say it was
Arsenal's in 4th place, and it's
Spurs.
You lost. Who is edge ball?
Oh, so because so what's it called? Brighton is Deserby ball, Hodge ball, Hodgson ball, all of that.
But to be fair, Spurs are second in the table. To be fair, so
bro, Spurs is second in the table.
I know this Real Madrid fan does not believe in Spurs. I know what you just did there. No. You do not believe in what Spurs are doing, so don't do that.
No. I'm not saying they're gonna win anything, but my point is losing to Spurs right now is not embarrassing because they are actually playing very, very good.
And did anybody watch that game too? Just curious. Anybody watch that game?
No, because with all due respect.
Okay, so if Spurs beat you in the Champions League, it wouldn't be embarrassing.
No, hold on.
If this Spurs beat you in the Champions League, it wouldn't be embarrassing.
He loved deflecting. He loved deflecting.
Again.
No. You know what?
Don't do it.
No. I'll be real.
I'll be honest. I watched that game,
and we didn't smoke them.
No. With all due respect,
and you can look at the watch along that I done. That was the best watch along I've ever done in my life.
Respectfully,
I didn't know who I wanted to win. I didn't want no one to win. I was sitting here, the Tottenham scored. I was like,
respectfully, they came to Arsenal. They got a point. They actually managed to grab a draw, even though everyone predicted them to get smoked. So let's not act as if they're like a Mickey Mouse. So you could just
that was more to a bad.
Do you know what? Let him land this point because I have a lot of things to say about that. But let him land this point.
No, but the point is still like losing to Spurs right now isn't embarrassing because they are actually playing very, very good right now. Like I wouldn't blame it for that. The other losses though, that's a completely different story for Man United. But yeah, man.
Listen, bro, at the end of the day, it's Galatasaray. Galatasaray at home. Every game right now is one of those games where you're just like, fuck me, right? Pause. It's like, yo, I'm over this. I'm over this shit. And season is fucking, it just became October and I'm already depressed. But what am I going to do? Who am I going to blame? I can't blame Ten Hag.
I have a question for you, and this will make
sad. But make sure it's a question that don't come with nonsense. That's all I'm saying. Because I know your question. Actually, legitimate football question.
I said it doesn't come with nonsense.
Listen,
go ahead.
In my personal opinion, your team played better with Bruno and Rashford out of it. So, in your opinion, or if you're the manager, what do you do? Do you approach this game and take Bruno Fernandes and Rashford out, and then put on guys that are hungry that actually want to run for your team, or you keep? Martial? We're not just speaking names.
No. I'm asking questions.
We're speaking whoever. You're bringing me a name like Martial because you know you're going to say why am I going to
start? Did Harry Maguire? Did he start?
I'm talking about the Garnachos. I'm talking about when Garnacho came on. When Garnacho came on.
How about this?
Hello.
I'm gonna answer you back. It's a dialogue, right? Beginning of the season, how many games Garnacho started?
Yes, but you have to understand. No, but 1 second, because you're saying, look how many games he started, look what he was doing. But let's face it, let's be completely honest. Yeah, if you're playing a game against a team and it's Man United, and I've seen them play that team twice. The first time they were playing, Marcus Rashford was not there. Bruno was not there. The team had cohesion. They looked like they were playing good football. In my personal opinion, and I'm not even trying to come at this from a banterish level. I'm actually talking. Yeah, for me, I said already on Al-Ahwa, I said don't bring in Rashford, don't bring in Bruno Fernandes, leave them on the bench. You play that same team, because when you put Mason Mount in Bruno Fernandes' position, he offers more. He looks more comfortable in that position. He looks like he can offer more in the game than what Bruno makes.
Palace against Saturday, who was the most comfortable midfielder? Mason Mount. Trust me. That's not the point. The point is now everybody's talking about, do you start this team? Okay, cool. We start this team. But now I'm playing Arsenal away. Look me in the eyes when I play Arsenal away and tell me if you was a United fan, you're gonna start Maguire as center back and you're gonna start Martial as your number 9. Look me in the eyes.
Yeah, I'm starting them. Right.
You see, I can tell you. I see all 40 of your teeth. I see all 40 of your teeth.
Starting them. Slam it. What? Bro, Man United captain, don't do that. I'm not gonna have you slander big Harry on my watch. Not on my watch, mate. Not on my watch.
You can't.
But Omar, you're saying that. I didn't mention anything about the defense. I didn't say nothing about Lindelof and Varane. Lindelof and Varane
arguing with himself, man. That's what Man United fans do now, bro.
That's the rotation. That's the players that were rotated. The players that were rotated was Johnny Evans and Maguire came.
Premier League champion. Don't just do that. Call him like that.
I'm saying the players who got rotated between the midweek it was Harry Maguire took the start. It was Garnacho, Hannibal, but Hannibal started against Burnley. And
all internationals, bro.
Huh? You said what?
All internationals, bro. All internationals. Hannibal plays for what? Tunisia. Garnacho's had a cap for Argentina, I think. Harry Maguire, we don't need to talk about his England records. Freaking
he's a stalwart
spotless
to England.
I'm saying Johnny Evans, he's a Northern Ireland legend. Former Premier League champion, and you're talking about him.
You're not saying much, my brother.
Bro, can I ask a question
is this interview on United fans?
No, on a serious level, my brother.
Yes.
On a serious level, my brother.
There's a Madrid fan sitting in here pretty quiet. Like he could catch.
No, because we're gonna get to it.
Because nobody wants Madrid smoke here. That is why nobody wants it. I want no parts of it.
Listen, I will smoke you if you come to me.
Listen, Real Madrid are Champions League FC.
A la Madrid, go Team Bellingham. Woo woo woo.
That's my boy.
But bro, can I ask though?
Go ahead, my brother.
Just let's focus on one player. I'm really interested in what's the situation with regards to Rashford. are you of the camp that says that this guy is not really producing and adding anything to your
No.
front line, or are you saying that he still starts?
Rashid, I'm gonna tell you one thing, brother. I'm not that fan that when he scores 30 goals, I'm gonna sit here and be his number one cheerleader and spell Rashford out with pom-poms on. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be that dude. I'm gonna be that dude when you're down. I'm gonna support you when you're down, and when you're up, I'm gonna support you when you're up. And that's being a proper fan, and that's just being real as possible. Has he been good for it? I've been good for him. Absolutely not. He's been terrible. But who name me on that team that's been good other than Varane? More than Varane, who on that team? And Sofiane played one game. I'm not gonna go hype.
Hannibal.
Granted, it's 2 games, but I'm not gonna fall for that hype either. It's 2 games. The kid just ran. I didn't see glimpses of, you know what I'm saying?
So Kobe Minor's coming back soon, so you lot will be all right, bro.
Has it got to a point? Has it got to a point where sometimes you got to take a player out just to give them the ability to kind of find their form again because they're putting too much pressure on themselves? Is it that? I don't know. I'm asking that question generally.
No, we've seen that with Ronaldo, Sancho, even Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and look how he handled it. It depends on how you handle it. It's just at this point, it's just like, does he sit out against Galatasaray midweek? I think he should. It's you're playing home again. It's I don't want to say it's a small fixture because obviously they're one of the Turkish giants, and we all know what they offer, especially away from home. So but to us, I think it's just hard to make that decision, especially when you need 3 points in that Champions League group because you have Galatasaray, then you have Copenhagen, and you have, I think, Bayern again. So this is the time to take advantage of a win in the Champions League. Mm-hmm. You need that win. As much as people don't look at it, you need to take this win, and then you beat Copenhagen. So then you go. I
wonder if Jadon Sancho had been available for selection, whether this would have been a good match for him to.
When he was available,
and then take.
When he was available, let's be honest. I'm gonna say
that's you can't. I think the whole thing. No, because Omar, wallah, I think the whole thing with Eric Ten Hag and Sancho is done. Khalas, he's gone. He's
never gonna play again. Yeah.
But
unless Ten Hag leaves before
the relationship is fractured, it's gone. The relationship's fractured. I don't feel like there's any healing that. I'll be honest.
I get what you're saying, Sad. I get what you're saying, yeah. But you know what, bro? If that situation was a different workplace where you can't just transfer yourself out to a very high-paying job in the same sector, because that's not for most people. You can't get that. If you don't get on with your manager, you're actually going to have to maybe work hard at trying to get on before you jump ship or before you're pushed.
We've all seen how much Ten Hag backed that dude up. Ten Hag really backed that dude
up. And he did last season. He gave him time off.
Guys,
he gave him time off.
Let's be honest. The dude's on $375K a week. And what has he done for the club? I don't want to be that dude. And then you're going to have...
I think he's coming out of a mixtape soon, actually.
There you have it. Bro, I've seen Sancho get more drippy than I've seen him play ball. And that's honest opinion, bro.
I agree with you.
Listen to this funny story, bro. There's actually funny stories that I'm not gonna say I witnessed it, but it happened. 2 years ago under Ranić, we played Palace the last game at home. Sancho he wasn't on the team sheet. Everybody was on the team sheet but Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho was in New York City. I had a friend of mine who's talking to a female. She's friends with a female. He was chilling with that female friend. So she's like, "Oh, I'm here with so and so." And he's a ball player. Who? Jadon Sancho.
Exclusive.
I'm like, wait, he got a game tomorrow. Why is he in New York? But that shows you the type of energy. Granted, okay, at that time, we cut him slack. Homie said, it was a terrible season. Everybody go home early, close up shop.
But if that is true, then that sums up his mentality completely.
But then he's beefing with the coach again. He's beefing with the coach, right? During international break. He obviously didn't get the England call-up. Where was he?
I don't even think it's Ten Hag.
In NYC.
I don't even think it's
NYC, I'm guessing. So you're telling me you have problems with your club, but you decide to take the international break to come to New York City, you and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, to party with John Wall and go to the strip club while still collecting.
Yeah, bro, the strip clubs are lit in America. Have you not heard of what? They're not the same in the UK, my brother.
Then
Khalas. YouTube, yeah.
Hey, look. This is what I say. Yeah, you see Sancho. Yeah, I think it's quite clear what's happened with that boy. What happened was he had a lot of problems in Manchester beforehand at City. He came out of that limelight, went to Dortmund, away from all the man them. All the man them are in the UK. He's focusing on strictly football. He's ready to get down and get sorted. He moves back to the ends that he just left with bare disruptive man them, and now he's come there with a 350k a week bag with the man them around. Like Man United, what did you reckon was gonna happen? I was just like, yeah, it's gonna be vibes and that. Nah, bro. He literally just he fell back into the environment. I don't think it's the right thing to do.
If he fell back into
350,000,
find yourself a gated community environment, bro. At that level of income,
brother, I'm not saying it's right, but this is what's obviously happened. Yes, it's crazy, bro. You're a freaking professional footballer, man. Come on.
No, but the thing is, that's what happens when you give. Let's face it, kids. They get at a young age, they get this big money. Like, imagine if you're a kid and you're like 19, 20, bro, and then you get all of a sudden you got 375k going into your bank every week.
I'm a shit my
bro. Those salaries should come with a financial advisor.
But you shouldn't.
I make sure that I do everything in my power that I keep that 375 a week.
Yeah, but this is the thing. No, but you're right. I hear you, but this is the thing that I think messed with Sancho. His issue was he didn't fix his issue. He ran away from it to Germany. It wasn't like, oh, I figured out a way to cope with the mandem. He ran away so he didn't have to deal with it. And he didn't prepare himself to deal with it when he returned. And look at what's happened.
Yeah, he's returning now. He has the same problems now. In fact, it's got even worse. It's got even worse now.
It's got more bread.
This topic went way off key, but listen, we're gonna move on because we
you know, Man U fans, but they have a good way of deflecting us from the real problems.
I didn't know I came on an interview. I thought I came to talk ball. I came on an interview.
But now you know. Now you know.
You didn't see the memo?
Listen,
Sad, send in the memo for next week's show, man.
I promise you, don't worry, Omar, don't worry, because the spotlight, yeah, you know how in the police ones, yeah, they put the light on you, yeah, and it's flashing on your face.
I felt like this.
Yeah.
And one
sec. I'm moving it to Sam's face now. We're looking at Sam. Yeah.
Please.
So Sam, yesterday. Last time, Sam, I need you to answer me questions now, yeah?
Go on.
So, the last time you were in the Champions League, you came up against Union Berlin. And Union Berlin, listen, I said it already coming into the tournament, they're a team to watch out for because they know how to pause. I'm going to pre-pause it. Suck in pressure. Yeah, that was a mad pause. Pre-pause and pause again. They know how to do that.
Yeah,
and then they know how
you could have used any other word. Why did you use that word?
Okay, sorry. They know how to soak pressure. They know how to.
They know how to sit back. Just say that.
Yeah, khalas. That's a bit. Wallahi, this all went downhill. They know how to sit back, put 11 man behind the ball effectively, but also be able to hit you on the counter attack. And let's face it, in that game, because I was looking back at the stats, you had a total of 32 shots. You had 7 shots on target. And you had 5 big chances, and you were only able to get 1 goal, and that was in the 94th minute, I think it was 95th. So against Union Berlin, you had trouble, and then now you come up against Napoli. Now, you're going away to Napoli. Let's face it, you're going away. It's not at home. How do you feel about that game? How do you feel about going into that game? Like, listen, I know this is your comfortable place, yeah. You know, this is your safe space in the Champions League, yeah. So I know you're comfortable here. You know, you're calm, you're collected. But how do you genuinely feel as a Real Madrid fan going in? What could we look out for? Any injuries? I'm just looking to see if you have any injuries, but I don't think you do.
Yes, Courtois, Militao, Alaba.
And that new kid that you had from
Arda Güler.
Arda.
No, for me.
Yeah, but he wasn't really gonna come start anyways against Napoli.
For me, Arda Güler, for me, the most talented player that we have now. For me, the guy with the most potential. That's how good the key is. But sad, listen, I've said this for time, yeah. Against Union Berlin, we didn't really struggle defensively. We created a lot of chances, but we just couldn't score. And I said for time being, if we don't buy a striker, we will be in big trouble. And look what's happened now. Like, our main striker, Joselu, it takes him 6 to 7 chances to score 1 goal. And yes, I know we're in this competition. We've won this competition more than anyone. Usually we get to semi-finals and finals, and when we do get there, we usually win them. But I've said this for times that I don't. This season, I don't think we're gonna win it. The only way we're gonna win it is if Arda Güler comes back.
Yeah,
he stays fit. Vinicius stays injury free. He doesn't get injured anymore, and the fact that we need to get all of our players back, and we have to stay injury free now. That's the only way.
Because listen, I know Omar was like, "Why are you asking me questions? This is question time." But I do have a few prepared questions that I have for you, because
the thing is,
I have to ask.
The thing is
some questions.
The thing is,
just the actual questions to your team. But yeah, go on.
The thing is, so look. If you've been in my spaces, yeah, you would have heard that I've said it, that I think it's been a crap transfer window. I think it's been an absolute shocking transfer window. Like Jude Bellingham has been for me right now signing in the summer. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So great. I'll give you applause for that. Fran Garcia, great signing. Applause for that. But after that, they've done nothing, sir. They've done nothing. Like if we had Harry Kane now or Kylian Mbappe, this whole thing would have been completely different. I would have come up with chess and say, hey, you know what? We're going to smash Napoli. We're going to win this whole thing. But everything is collapsed now.
But the thing is, Sam, that's exactly what I wanted to get to, because it is a continuous worry for Madrid fans in regards to the striker position. I think that's the question that's on everyone's mind. What's going to happen with this striker position? Because you've lost Benzema, who, in my personal opinion, I think Benzema still had a good 2, 3, 4 years maybe in him playing at the top level for Real Madrid. I think he only went there because they offered him too much money, and he just said, you know what? Sometimes you have to take the money. You know what I mean? Sometimes for your future, it's a short career, so you have to take the money sometimes. But he with the striker position, obviously there's talks of this approaching summer window in 2024. You're gonna go in for players. Obviously, Mbappe is there. We know that he's gonna come to you guys. He's been twerking for 3 years, 4 years. He's been twerking for you guys. He wants to come. Yeah. So for me, the real question is, I don't technically classify him as a striker, Mbappe. I classify him as a left winger. He's better off the wing, coming off that left side. So for you, who would you look for as a possible striker to bring in to Real Madrid? Who you think would fit your system? Because it's just one of the questions that I had. But who do you think would fit your system as a striker?
The issue is the striker that would have fit our system perfectly was available in the summer. Kane. I wanted Kane. I said as soon as Benzema left, if Mbappe's going to stroll around like this, yeah, then go for Harry Kane. Screw Mbappe. This is why I say you can't just bend it over for one player. Like you can't just be this desperate for one guy. Like you have to have alternatives. Harry Kane would have been the best replacement we could have had. He's a great goal scorer. The guy's a great footballer. He can pass the ball very, very well. He would suit our system perfectly. And the guy's got 4 or 5 years good stuff in him. We've got Andrew coming up. We have, and also you look at the fact that this midfield that we have. For me, the second best midfield in the world right now after Manchester City. Yeah. Then as well, you have Andrew coming in now as well, the young little Brazilian kid. You have Arda Güler coming in as well. For me, it would have been a perfect time. If we get Kylian Mbappe this summer, yeah, cool. But again, you shouldn't have taken this long. You should have done things before, because we're just writing off season like this. But now and as you said, Mbappe is not even a striker. He ain't even a striker. For me, Osman will be a good fit. But again, I know the club is not going to go in for it, because I know what the club's going to do. They're going to go after Kylian Mbappe again. I know they're going to do it. I know they're
Sam, it's going to be Sam. Looking at it from an outside perspective, a neutral perspective, and in the Real Madrid situation, that whole saga over the summer with regards to Mbappe, for me, I think Madrid did the right thing on a financial basis to not go for him at that time.
Yeah,
And I agree with you. I don't think he was the profile of player that you
no.
needed.
It's not even that.
If you're replacing, were you looking to replace Benzema? For me, the closer profile is Kane.
Okay, yeah.
To who you're looking to replace. And
but
I
the thing
think,
is, I don't buy
correct
into
me
that
if I'm
anymore.
wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. There was some talk about Benzema staying for one more season.
There was,
but then
the
obviously the
original
money was
plan.
too much.
The original plan was for him to stay for this season and then get Kylian Mbappe in. But now that happened, we have to speed everything up. The issue is, I don't buy into this stuff anymore with the financial stuff anymore. Like, we have more money on our revenue. Yeah, when you look at the club's revenue, our revenue is bigger than any other football club on the planet. We're caked with money. Like Fabrizio said in one of his podcasts, we can spend about 400 to 500 million right now without breaking financial fair play. That's how caked we are. So when you have the money, you have to spend it.
Yeah.
Now, listen, the only reason people are right now saying that they don't want... Listen, the reason why people celebrate that Kylian Mbappe didn't come to my club is because people know if that guy ends up at my football club with this midfielder I have, with the players coming through, we're looking to buy Alphonso Davies as well for a left back and then another centre back.
Okay, really?
And this Andre Silva guy that is in Benfica, this young Portuguese guy, to be the next centre back general. The reason why people don't want this guy to come to my club is because they fear if he comes, we could start doing another Champions League domination, winning 2 Champions League.
I could disagree to that, bro. I could disagree to that. I don't think first of all, I don't think that Champions League domination is ever going to happen again.
It depends.
I mean, I say you never say never, but I just don't think you guys.
But it depends. Yeah, but you say that. Yeah, apart from Manchester City, you know, if we get the guy next season, apart from Man City, if other clubs don't fix up, I can't really see that much of a.
But I don't think
now.
Mbappe is what solves your problems. You're missing a world class striker.
He would have solved a lot of problems. That guy. If we had Kylian Mbappe right now, we would have scored these 1-0 games that we've won. We would have won these games by like 3-4 goals because we create a lot of chances.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
But we don't finish them. That's the issue. We can't finish
this
season.
Yeah, no, but there's one thing that we're missing here, yeah. Because yes, Mbappe is due to come in. He's due to come in and play for Real Madrid. It's only a matter of time before it happens, yeah. But the important question is, because I've heard this before, I've heard it said again and again and again, yeah. Let's face it, a very elite striker has before said, listen, eventually I will end up at Real Madrid. Eventually I will be there. There is a clause in his contract and it's very much obtainable and he's very much able to be bought by Real Madrid from a certain club, which we will talk about next. Erling Haaland, they can get him. It's only a matter of time before he gets bored at Manchester City and wants to move somewhere else.
I think he's going to move. I think he's going to move as soon as...
Let's face it, against any club, I've always said this, yeah? Against any club, Barcelona, Real Madrid, a different type of giants that we're talking about. Different type. If they call, you answer straight away. You pick up that phone.
answer.
And Barca, and you look at Barca's financial situation right now.
They can't put it off.
It's only one call, really. It's only one call.
The thing is, if you ask me right now, who would you take, Mbappe, Haaland? I'd take Haaland. I wouldn't even take Mbappe. I'd take Haaland.
He fits your system better.
And the thing is, listen, Kylian Mbappe, if he still wants to come, the thing is, this for me shows, if you want to come, you don't sit here and just say, yeah, but I want to finish this, I want to do this before I come. No. When we call, either you come or just get lost. So Haaland, when Pep leaves, because he's not going to sign a deal, I genuinely do not think he's going to sign a deal. I think he's going to be gone when that contract is done next summer. When that thing is done, as soon as he's gone, go and activate that release clause, get him to this club. Because if Kylian Mbappe, if he truly wants to sign, if he signs one more deal with PSG, it's done. It's completely done. Yeah.
And he's an idiot if he does that. He's throwing his career away for no reason.
Sad.
Why is he throwing his career away?
Because he's not going. Because you're not going to win a UCL there.
You'll never win a USL, which
thing
he
is-
wants.
The
Don't
thing
say
is,
he could probably win a UCL.
he's not going to do it.
No,
It's
never
not going to
happened.
happen. It's not
They
going to
were
happen.
close.
Omar-
They were close a couple
Omar,
times.
in their history,
They've been close
I've seen
one
them
time,
always
once.
get close. They get to semi-finals, quarterfinals, and they always done.
The thing is,
They
Mbappe.
they
The thing is as well, but it's not even
last
about the
minute.
Champions League. It's not even about that. Mbappe would never be in this GOAT debates. What if he just stays in that league? He has to go. He has to move to a better league. He has to move to a better league. At least either 3 leagues. It's either Serie A, La Liga, or the Prem. He has to move to one of them 3. Because again, no one takes that league seriously. No one does it. As much as people want to diss La Liga and Serie A, no one takes Liga seriously. Like no one takes that league seriously. Honestly.
100%. But listen, that's going to be a very interesting fixture. Anyway, Napoli.
I am
versus
worried.
Real Madrid.
I am worried. I am.
It's definitely a worry with that front three
Of course.
of Osimhen and Kvaradona. I call him Kvaradona because I don't know how to say his name. I don't know how to say his
Kvaratskhelia,
name.
I think it's Kvaratskhelia.
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 Yeah.
Okay, Kvaratskhelia and Politano, who not a lot of people talk about him. Not a lot of people talk about Politano.
Yeah, he's a good player.
He is in that team. He's one of the unsung heroes because he actually puts in a lot of work, and not a lot of people talk about him in that Napoli team. So with that front three, could definitely cause some problems for the Real Madrid defense, especially with David Alaba missing. So and Eder Militao. So you're missing a bit of experience there. Rudiger's there with Fernandez. So listen, there's definitely shouts for this to be an interesting game. But moving on, Omar, I wanna give you a chance to roast. Yeah, I want to give you a chance to get some stuff on your chest because the next club we're going to be talking about, they lost on the weekend to a club that struggled to beat Luton, in the Premier League. They lost against a club, and you could say that a certain Hwang Hee-chan, he dominated.
You know what it is, bro? As much as I would love to shit on that team, if there's one team I want to shit on, is them. But that is just pure luck that what happened to them, and none of us is gonna expect the 3 back-to-back L's. Granted, they are missing Rodri, which is a big.
I don't think it's a luck though. I don't.
No, sad. It is. He should have been sent off. Let's be honest. He should have been sent off.
I'm because he's talking about the victory for Wolves was
because they lost to Newcastle this week and then they lost again. I don't think they're gonna lose this Champions League game because their Champions League game is a joke team.
To be honest, he's gonna be back because I think the ban only works
for the
when he counts
and the League Cup.
Regardless, that group is a joke, and I personally don't think you guys are gonna beat them, bro. I personally don't think Arsenal could beat them.
What, in the Premier League?
In the Premier League.
They're going to be missing Rodri. Without Rodri, there's no captain for the ship.
Yeah, but
he is a true captain.
You really think Pep Guardiola is going to go into Arsenal?
The thing is, they're not going to approach.
Forget that.
Omar, it's not even that. They're not going to approach. They're not going to approach the game like they did against Wolves and
Wolves. It's a whole different approach. He knows
they're not going to approach the game like that. He's going to set up. The thing is, Bernardo Silva is going to be back. John Stones going to be back. So
no. They're still
no. They are. It says here on the 1st of October that they're supposed to be back.
Oh, now the mood change, right? Now the mood change. I know it's all good.
No, hold on. Because you want to sit there, you don't want to chat now. Like, first of all,
I'm just saying why red.
Let me just bring up MDL. Yeah, big up MDL, man. Shout out to you, broski. Big up yourself.
Big up MDL, man. Shout you out, bro.
Listen, I'm not gonna have this. Yeah, I'm not gonna have this.
No, bro, I'm really not trying to banter.
John Stones and Bernardo Silva just come off injuries. They're not going to go straight into that game. I genuinely don't believe that they will go straight.
You're not facing 11 players. You're facing Pep Guardiola. You really think Pep, at his day of age, he's going to sit there and lose 3 games back to back?
Listen,
well, not back to back. 3 games out of 4. You tell me, you really think Pep Guardiola going to lose 3 games out of 4?
It can happen. It can happen. I'm telling you. We're keeping all of our players safe right now. Yeah, all of our players are wrapped in cotton wool, and they're wrapped in bubble wrap because we do not want them to get broken. Yeah, our players are being saved for this game. I truly believe tomorrow we will go with a team that is lesser than what you would expect to see in the Champions League because of how important that game against Man City is.
I'm with you.
I'll be real with you. So I think Pep will still take it seriously. I think Jack Grealish will definitely come in. He will definitely make an introduction back into the first team, even though he was injured. Look, he was injured and he didn't even get played for that game against Wolves. He stayed on the bench. So you have to understand there's going to be a different approach. But this just focusing back on the game in the Champions League, I'm in the same mindset as you. They've got Rodri back, and let's face it, RB Leipzig last time they came up against them 7-0, man. They blew them out of the water. Let's face it, it's not really a difficult task for them. And I agree with you, Omar. That group is a joke. That group is a joke. When I saw Man City get that group, I was like, bro, what are these guys doing? Give them a hard group, man. Try giving them a group of death, with them and another poor club.
The PSG and Newcastle group.
Yeah, something like that, man. Interesting. Make it a bit interesting. But unfortunately, they had to make it crap. So they give them all of the good teams.
But like I said, it's
But if you play all your good players, then if he does that, then what?
Listen, I just want to see them playing big players, big teams, because we love the big fixtures.
No, I get that, but if he chooses to play all the big guns tomorrow, if he chooses to do that, then what?
Then that's a very stupid idea because they're gonna be weak.
If he does that with the objective of getting the game out of Lonza's reach early, i.e., in 45 minutes, and then he changes it up between 45 and 60 minutes and rests key players, then maybe that's okay because
you can't because there's something we're not playing no, City, but there's but again that doesn't matter because it's a Champions League. You can't rest these big players. I lost to Sheriff. No one is safe. No one is safe right now. Not even us. So respectively, you have to play your strongest team. You have to do the job when you're 2-3 up, and then take them off and rest them because then the game's done.
That's exactly what I think he's gonna try to do.
Yeah, no, I get that, but to come out and say strictly no, don't play any of the big players whatsoever. Just rest them. This is the Champions League. You can't rest these people unless you're already through.
But Sam, there's also something called a perfect balance. You can bring in some of the fringe players, and you can bring in some of the first teamers. You don't have to go a full-fledged strong team. Do you know? So that's how you know if you got a good manager on your hands. When they find that perfect balance where not their full strength team is being put out into the game. So anyway, listen, before we end off the stream, I want to get to this game because this game is massive. In my eyes, this game is massive, and I'm going to get into it first because, listen, I think it could get techie for PSG, man. I think it could get techie for PSG.
Let me guess. I guess Newcastle.
St. James's Park, and the way they found form all of a sudden. Listen, let's just say that they're preparing themselves for this game, and I think they could really do something, man. I think they could maybe put a mark down against PSG to say, you know what, we actually have the ability right now, although we're only in phase 2, wherever they are in their build up of the club in general, they're still coming out saying like, listen, we could do something, man. We could fight with these teams. We could go toe to toe. They did it against Milan. Yeah, although it was poor performance from Milan, and people are saying, oh, they should have beat them. But I think they could really do something against PSG. But what are your thoughts? I don't know who wants to go first, but what are your thoughts?
As much as I would love that to happen, and trust me, I'm gonna piss myself laughing at the football club if that happens. I can't see it happening, unfortunately. I just think they have too much of a firepower and too good of a midfield, unfortunately.
What to do anything?
Personally, I think.
Yeah.
I think Newcastle, they play at home. And I think they could grab the 3 points, their first Champions League 3 points right now. They've been in good run of form, right? They beat City on Wednesday, and I thought they won over the weekend, right? Am I
Yeah.
bugging? Yeah, they played Burnley 2-0, so back to back. And matter of fact, we forgot. So it was Sheffield 8-0, then it was City, then it was Burnley. I don't care if it's Burnley and Sheffield, but to smack Sheffield 8 and to smack, you know what I'm saying? That's
City and Tottenham struggle. They had to score last minute winners against Sheffield
exactly. United beat them 1-0. I mean, United, we didn't even play Sheffield yet. I'm talking about Burnley. I'm sorry, but we've seen City last minute type vibes try to cover the set 2-1. So to go in, they're hot. You know, it's like basketball. I don't know if y'all watch, but when you get hot in basketball, you get hot. They're hot right now. So once you get hot,
they're on a hot streak, bro.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
PSG had a couple lumps in the way, so now they're coming to St. James. Newcastle's gonna come in with the dog on their back, like, yo, listen, let's make it 4-4. We just gotta go out there, make it 4-4, get 4 points in the Champions League, because their goal is to make it to the next round, obviously over Dortmund and Milan. I think Paris still can make it out the group still, because obviously they have that one X factor, which is Mbappe. But at the end of the day, it's just like they're super hot. So don't sleep on the Newcastle thing right now.
You know what? Yeah, I like the 2K reference there, bro.
It's facts.
You get the little fire next to you, and you know that he's got hella greens, bro. Hella greens.
You know, stop. So once you get hot,
you
know what I'm saying? It's definitely art. It's like when we played. You ever played Pro Evolution or Winning 11 back in the day? Yeah. Remember when the arrow was up in red?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in agreement with you, Omar, because they're having a good run of games at the moment, and they're coming into this game really confident, saying, you know what, the team's in the right place. After the start to the season that we had, which, let's face it was underwhelming from Newcastle. I can't lie. I think they could possibly do something. They could surprise a few people.
And they got a dog. They got a very doggy midfield, bro. So that midfield is just 3 dogs that are ready to go.
PMP, man, pace and power.
Exactly. So I think they have what it takes to hold back that PSG squad. I like Luis Enrique, and I definitely want to see him succeed. But I personally think like it might not be this first season for him, anyways, to jump on that train and do it. So I personally think Newcastle is going to take that win easy tomorrow, and then the rest is on Milan and the Milan game with Dortmund. Let's see what they do.
Yeah, exactly. But Rashid, we'll go to you to finish off what your thoughts are on this game before we end off the stream. What are your thoughts on this game?
When you look at it form-wise, Newcastle are going into it a good result against Burnley. And I think PSG, they're going to be frustrated with their nil draw against Clermont. So, Newcastle they're very organised in their setup, and I think that with Isak and his current form, they could do it. They could definitely get a point against PSG. So it might be a situation whereby PSG doesn't get all 3 points against Newcastle. That could easily happen. I think it's going to be a good one, because Newcastle's been a long time since they've been in the Champions League, and I think at St. James's Park is going to be electric. They are some of the loudest, best supporters out there.
Them Geordies.
Man, those guys are fanatical, and I think that that's gonna help Newcastle get over the line,
And let's face it, they're playing at St. James's Park. We know that the away fans, they're in the heavens. They're gone, man. They're at the top. In Newcastle, that they've done it on purpose. Your fans are so high up. Listen, I went to St. James's Park before to watch an Arsenal game. Bro, you can't see nothing. You can't see nothing. You're literally like that trying to look at your player. Who's on the ball? It's crazy, man. So it's going to be really hard for the support to hear the support for PSG. I can't lie to you, man. But no, I completely agree with Omar and Rashid. Obviously, Sam is just saying, listen, they can't. You just don't think that they can get anything from them.
Unfortunately, as much I hope I get proved wrong, but I don't think so.
Listen, I'll be real.
For neutral,
yeah, go on, bro.
Sorry?
For neutral, it's a great game to watch.
That's the blockbuster.
This is going to be a really good game on Wednesday to watch.
That's my Wednesday night sorted, man. We play on Tuesday night, and then Wednesday night. That's it, sorted. My blockbuster for the night. So, listen, definitely going to be exciting to see that game on Wednesday. But listen, we're going to end it here. Thank you very much to the panel, bro. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in, and watching us. Please make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to subscribe to their channels as well. I'll put Omar and Rashid's channel. Sam, you're not on YouTube, innit?
Nah, I just come on, bro.
I'll put your Twitter.
Yeah, man.
I'll put your Twitter. I'll put your Twitter. But listen, their links will be down below in the description. Make sure to subscribe to Omar's channel, Footy Fanatics, and make sure to subscribe to Rashid's channel, The Arsenal Perspective. Make sure to subscribe to their channels. They will be down below. And thank you very much for tuning in, guys. We will see you guys on the next stream. See you later.
Allah.